I love this episode. It's really fun. And it's a beautiful love story. We're having these intimate conversations, and suddenly,
It's only been 6 days. I feel 27 days tired.
Hey Walking Dead fans, this is going to be a video, Fear the Walking Dead, kind of on some promos and news and stuff and questions, I guess you could say, that I'm asking. This covers Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, a little bit of the previous episodes, but mainly some promos for the upcoming Episode 6.
If you're alive, this whole world feels alive.
So in episode 5, we kind of got the love story of John and Naomi. Of course, John called Naomi Laura, but I think that's a pretty cool love story when John expressed his feelings that he loved her and said the world's not alive without her. Come on, that's true love right there. And the world needs a good love story. But before we get into the promos, let's bring up this white-haired guy that pulled up in a hearse and giving out food to the vultures. So is he just a part of their group and he went out to one of their supply holdings where we saw like Nick, where he killed Enos? It looked like they were kind of just storing supplies maybe in that tank or building. But this guy pulls up in a hearse. He definitely looks like he's been just a part of the vultures traveling with him, and that maybe he just went back and got some supplies and brought them back for the guys to eat that are set up at the stadium parking lot. I'm imagining there's other vultures somewhere else in a camp or something, but maybe not. But this guy pulls up in a hearse. He's got a canoe and all kinds of stuff strapped to the top, and we don't get a real good look at him, and he's probably a nobody, just another vulture guy bringing food to the troops. A bigger question I have is, does Mel have a larger boss? Like, is there somebody above Mel? Is Mel just a sergeant or general in the army of the vultures? Is there something much bigger to this, or is this all that there is? Is Mel and Enos the ones that really are leading the group, and is the group pretty much what we see? But then we go to the promos. There's a couple of things. There's this guy that we've seen in even the earliest promos, and it looks like he is another part of the vultures. So the question I had just asked earlier may be answered by this guy. Is he the ultimate boss, or is he just another guy? Like Enos had a map on him. It shows in a promo, a recent promo for episode 6, that John finds a map on the guy and says, hey, I know another guy that had a map just like this.
Seen one of these before. It belonged to a guy in El Camino.
So is this guy a leader, another equal to, say, Enos and Mel? How does it play out? And then also in an earlier promo, we get to see these box trucks backed up, and it looks like with the lines painted on the pavement there, it looks like the stadium parking lot. So the idea is that once either Madison leaves and Mel sees that, okay, the leader's gone and some of the people are gone, now's a good time to strike, or that he sees, hey, they're pretty much out of food, they're at the bottom, so there's not much they can do. They're weak, so let's back these trucks up and let all these walkers out and let them just overrun the stadium for us. And we don't, have to use guns or anything. Let the walkers take care of it. And of course, they have that knack of rounding the walkers back up, so they just kind of stand back and let the walkers do the job for them. Is that the way it's going to work? I don't know. But then in the new promos released and the sample scenes that they released, we see the guy that we were talking about earlier about, is he another vulture, the leader, the ultimate leader, just another guy? John confronts him, they capture him, I guess Morgan and John, and so we hopefully see that play out in episode 6. And then from a sample scene, we see Naomi wanting to go back to what we understand as a FEMA camp, a FEMA gathering point, which should have tons of supplies, and it was overrun.
I can explain.
What's there to explain? You were ditching out on us.
Again.
With her being a nurse as a background, this is probably where she was. She was probably even part of FEMA, a nurse working for the government or for FEMA, and possibly for the hospital or the location that they set up at. And it eventually gets overrun, and that's part of her backstory, I think. We get to see Naomi get to the FEMA building, get in, fight some walkers, look for supplies. And during all this time, I didn't see Madison anywhere, so I thought maybe is she there or not, but there's one quick clip of Madison hitting a walker in the same, looks like, facility. Do Naomi and Madison make it back to the stadium before the attack happens? But in the promos, we also see Alicia. She looks like she's in the truck, Althea's SWAT truck, and she's looking through some binoculars. You hear her say they're coming. You see Strand getting grenades and weapons all ready. We do have a shot of Alicia with a rifle, but you can kind of see John Dory's head in the background, so we know at this point right now that John and Morgan and Alicia and her group, they're not in the same spot. They have separated at the current time, around episode 4. We do see Morgan and John, they make it back to the stadium looking for Naomi.
What new and exciting locale are we visiting today?
But we do see Strand saying, where are we going today? And they keep jumping back and forth in time, so we don't really know exactly where they may jump back to and what they're showing us. But it'll all play out come Sunday. So let me know your thoughts below about what you think about it all, about the white-haired guy. Is he just a nobody, just something they shown, just a part of the vultures? The guy that John shoots and him and Morgan meets and finds the other map, is he just a regular vulture, maybe another leader? And the place Naomi goes, she ends up there without Madison. Just a lot of questions going on, and from the looks of it, we should get those answers coming up in Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 6. So, let me know your thoughts and comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more dead stuff.